have all been taught since childhood that this universe is a beautiful place, the shimmer of stars and the dance of galaxies. But what if I told you that all of this is an illusion, a massive deception? When you look up at the dark space, you aren't seeing peace, but rather the paths of death from which there is no return. We humans are like a tiny speck in this magnificent emptiness, or the void, standing every moment on the brink of some cosmic destruction. Welcome back to Void Dark Reality. Today, we will talk about those 10 terrifying theories that prove this universe is keeping us in a state of deception. And believe me, after hearing the last theory, you might never be able to sleep peacefully again. Have you ever wondered if the universe is so vast, why hasn't any alien civilization contacted us yet? The answer is terrifying. Perhaps every civilization reaches a filter and is destroyed. This filter could be an atomic bomb, a virus, or some cosmic calamity that swallows the entire planet. The question is, have we already passed that filter? Or is that filter of death waiting for us? If we are alone, it means we are the next ones destined to be erased. This theory says that the universe is not a peaceful place, but rather a dark forest where every civilization is a cunning hunter. In this forest, only the one who remains silent survives. Any civilization that makes noise or sends signals comes into the sight of other larger hunters and is killed. The signals we have been sending into space for centuries might unknowingly be an invitation to some great monster sitting in the shadows, waiting for our mistake. This is a theory connected to time and artificial intelligence. It is said that a future super-intelligent AI will eternally punish all those who did not help in its creation or stood in its way. The most terrifying part is that merely knowing about this theory brings you into the sight of that AI. Now that you are hearing this, you too have come under its target. Is your existence a threat to this digital demon of the future? According to this theory, our entire universe is in a false vacuum, a state that could burst at any moment. Imagine if a bubble of destruction starts in some corner of space and moves toward us at the speed of light. This would be a death wave that would erase every atom in the blink of an eye. There would be no fear or pain in this, because before you could even realize it, your existence would have turned to dust. This is the universe's ultimate reset button. Space is constantly expanding, and this expansion is getting faster with every passing moment. A time will come when this dark energy becomes so powerful that it will separate galaxies and stars from each other. But the destruction won't stop there. This expansion will become so violent that it will rip apart atoms and molecules themselves. Everything will scatter with a massive explosion, and the fabric of the universe will be torn to shreds, which we call the Big Rip. Do you know that our Milky Way galaxy and thousands of galaxies around us are being pulled in a mysterious direction? In a very distant corner of space, there is something we call the Great Attractor. It is so magnificent and powerful that it is pulling the entire cluster toward itself. We don't know what is hidden behind that darkness, a massive black hole or some power that doesn't follow the laws of physics, but we are moving rapidly toward that unknown death. Is all of this real? This earth, this sky, and your own existence? A very big theory is that we are just a small program in the supercomputer of a super-intelligent civilization. We are just a simulation being observed. If that creator presses the delete button one day or shuts down the program, our entire universe will vanish in a second. Every joy and every sorrow of ours is nothing more than digital code. The ultimate end of the universe is not fire or heat, but cold and silence. Every star will burn out, every sun will turn cold, and galaxies will move so far from each other that the sky will become completely black. A time will come when no energy will remain in the entire universe. There will only be an eternal darkness, where time will have no meaning, because there will be no light left for anything to change. This is the final sleep of the universe. There may be particles in space that we call strangelets. These are much more stable and powerful than normal matter. These particles turn whatever they touch into strange like themselves. If a small strangelet collided with the Earth, it would turn this entire world into a burning, dense mass. Every human, every mountain, and every ocean would in a moment become a strange and terrifying matter that we wouldn't even recognize. The most terrifying theory is not that there is a monster out there, but that perhaps we are absolutely alone in this entire universe. Think about it. Billions of galaxies and trillions of stars, but life only on this one small blue planet? If we're alone, there is no one to hear our scream. We are wandering in a dark and merciless expanse where our being or not being holds no meaning for the universe. This feeling of loneliness is scarier than any aliens. Friends, these theories are not just thoughts, but the dark reality of the universe that is keeping us in deception. Which theory scared you the most? Be sure to tell us in the comments. If you want to descend further into the darkness, subscribe to Void Dark Reality and like this video. Remember, what is visible is not always the truth. Until the next video, take care of yourself and stay afraid of the shadows. Bye-bye.